There we go. Sunday night, going live. Hello, Megalich. Hello, Luke. Early arrivistas for our Sunday night. Sunday night laid back. I haven't even decided if I'm going to have an alcohol drink. Maybe not. Depends what I'm in the mood for. 2 late nights. I'm a little bit tired. Had a nana nap in the afternoon, which I think helped. But yeah, two late nights has left me a tad tired, not hungover or anything, which is great. Also, I haven't developed any of the terrible symptoms of a side effect from my AstraZeneca vaccine either. So that's good. We like that, not getting side effects. So, sorry, I'm just looking some interesting cocktail recipes to decide if I'm going to make something. Was it 6 hours last night? Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah. Fucking time flies, though. 6 hours sounds outlandish when you say it, but I don't know. I did it. Yeah. Celtic King and Chris, hello. Yes. What's that? 5 cocktails that define right now. Okay. These people think of the right now cocktails. A prickly pear and chartreuse spiced cocktail. See, so Del Estribo. White rum, prickly pear syrup, toasted corn syrup, lime juice, and green chartreuse. So that is essentially a daiquiri with some fussy sugar syrup and a dash of 2 dashes of the proverbial. 6 hours, 2 minutes, 23 seconds. God damn. Yep. Another of my 1960 shirts, Chris. Fashion Parade keeps on coming. Should be getting some more this week to show off as well. What's this? Avocado margarita. There you go. Patagonian crabapple in a cosmopolitan. Some of these people are just being wankers. A spicy margarita. Cosmo meets the mojito. In the Cosmojito, of course. A Cosmojito is vodka, so it sucks straight out of the gate. Cointreau, lime juice, fresh mint, cranberry syrup, It's fucking stupid. Why wouldn't you do white rum? Why would you do fucking vodka, for fuck's sake? Instant contempt for those people. Instant contempt. So that's my snobbery. My fucking... When I use vodka and think you're groundbreaking, I'm going to think you're a fucking idiot. So how do they make an avocado syrup? So it's avocado and agave and lime juice and salt combined all in a blender. This is guacamole, which I've got nothing against. Calling it avocado syrup, but it's guacamole. So it's a guacamole margarita. So that's okay. Well, see, Chris, it's one thing. Me and my anti-vodka crusade. It's one thing if someone goes, "Oh, I just like drinking vodka." These people acting like they're groundbreaking. I'm combining a cosmopolitan and a mojito. Okay, but I'm using vodka, not white rum. Well, fuck off, you moron. Yeah, Megalich, I always put lime juice in guacamole when I make it for that exact reason. It preserves the color, makes the avocado less likely to go brown. Doing one of my ice things tonight. I don't even know if this will come out during the stream. The longer, skinnier one, not the great, or the great big one I'm doing as well. It's in the freezer. But I realized that great big one is a bit thick to fit in, as the actress said to the bishop. And it fits well in my rocks glass, but I went to make one recently in a tall glass, and I thought, I'll use that ice, and it was too thick. So I need some thinner cylinder ice. Now, Celtic King, there have been far too many white guys doing raps. No one needs me doing raps. There was a troubling time in my past where I did actually toy with the idea, but I think it would be only fair if I did that I ended up on some cringe compilation somewhere. It's redonkulous. I got super excited today because I got a message from Kirsten that the Coles Liquorland had Starward Nova whiskey at just an outrageous discount. Like it was really cheap, like $30 off or something, $25 off. And it's like, hell yeah, go get it. And it wasn't on special at Liquorland. Turns out when someone had shared a photo, it's like from a particular store. It wasn't a chain-wide sale. So I was then super disappointed. Went from being super excited to super disappointed. Yeah, no, Celtic King, I think I'm more beat poet than rapper. I've done Shut the Fuck Up compilations. So I do the weird on this day stuff. It's the anniversary of Bonnie and Clyde getting gunned down. That's a weird one. Hey Salumi, how are you this evening? That's interesting. Had recommended a Bonnie Prince Charles cocktail. It's basically a rusty nail made with cognac rather than scotch. Actually sounds okay. Cognac, Drambuie, and lime juice. Nice simple one. Which sounds pretty good. I've got this weird, vague, funny feeling, and I don't know if I want to have a drink or not. Just going to keep obsessively checking my ice thing. A lot of condensation on the sides now, which suggests the temperature's going up, and it might slide on up. Someone's rushing to win Eurovision, so no spoilers for Eurovision, by the way, just in case someone comes in who's got it recorded, hasn't watched it yet. No one do any spoilers for Eurovision. That would be bad. That's my official take on that. That would be a bad thing to do. So I'll just throw that out there. Celtic King friendly doesn't rhyme with angry. The E on the end doesn't count. But A for effort. Benedictine cocktails. Yeah, I think maybe the funny feeling is my body saying, don't drink alcohol. I don't want to drink Pepsi. I don't want to drink caffeine. This I might make up another sody stream drink. That seems like a thing to do. Safa, I did not see the Aussie Eurovision song. I only saw bits and pieces. Mrs. Angry is really into it. She watches it. I saw bits and pieces of it. And I did not see Montaigne's performance. So, but I should have a non-alcoholic drink to occupy myself. So I need to fill this with water. We'll rinse it first. It's really sticky on the outside. It's a bit gross, quite honestly. Just see me in the reflection while I'm talking to you. Don't have the fairy lights on. All right, so Georgia. All right. A little bit more maybe. All right. Now we carbonate that mofo up. Going over here. All right. We have carbonified that. I like doing a mix of these two flavors just for fun, because I like to have fun. Hello, Lee. Salemi, you're right at the end of the Lord of the Rings marathon. Oh, yes. Excellent choice. Excellent way to spend your day. Some orange mango. And some lemon. I just realised I don't have a glass or ice. That was a foolish oversight on my part. I left it in the next room. Just going to go get it. Oh, looks lordy. Okay. Slowly getting it together. All right. Got my glass. So get some fresh ice from the fresh ice machine, aka the freezer. AKA Mr. Icy Pants. All right. Right. Now I can settle down. Oh no, Slimmy, your cat's mad. You've been watching TV all day. Lee, watching it on a Nokia. I think it's so funny that there are new Nokias. They refuse to die. Oh, Celtic Kings had to bow out. Okay. Fair enough. Life happens and all that. Oh, technology, hey? Top dog one day has been another day, because there was that period, sort of pre-iPhone, where, Nokia was king of the castle, and then they all but disappeared. But they have not quite disappeared. They're trying to make smartphones these days. I suppose they're Android devices, are they? Never used an Android phone. Only smartphone I've ever had is an iPhone. Abigail, never going outside again. Fair call. Absolutely fair call. It's horrible out there. What happened to you when you went outside? Yes, Luke, the old Nokias with Snake on them. Spent many an hour on Nokia phones. Last phone I had before getting an iPhone, which was an iPhone 3, because it was the first iPhone to have a decent camera, was a Nokia, one of the little slide out thing, which I thought was pretty neat. And it had a reasonably good camera in it for the day. Because the first two iPhones had really shitty cameras. And that was a big, important thing to me on a phone, and still is a good camera, but all the phones have good cameras now. But yeah, this old Nokia had a pretty good camera. Then when the iPhone 3 came out, it was finally better. And then I went to the dark side, as they say, and went to an iPhone and have never changed since. However many goddamn years that was. When was the iPhone 3 released? Let me look that up. iPhone 3 release date 2008. So approximately 13 years ago, 12, 13 years ago, I might not have rushed out to get one. 12, 13 years ago, I joined Smartphone World. So you got the iPhone 3GS in 2009. Yeah, I don't remember the exact phone. Mine was probably the 3GS as well. Yes. But I don't specifically remember. I remember my first ever mobile phone was this ugly Motorola thing, which is the black thing. It was about this long. Of course, had no display screen and this weird little antenna, plastic antenna that you pulled out to theoretically get better reception. And that was when my ex was pregnant with Young Ms. Angry. So that places my first iPhone, my first mobile phone 24 years ago. So Abigail's horrible outdoor adventure. You're at a friend's place, board games, fine, good hang, girlfriend there. You were anxious but enjoying company, but it was loud. There's a hyperactive child, small dog, synergized in the worst way. On the edge the whole time and end up having a panic attack. No, yep. Yeah, I could imagine just like the needle moving all day, like this is fine, and then it's like hyperactive child and dog. I could just see like, oh no, I've managed it for a while. It's gonna be fine. And the needle just keeps going. Yeah, that's the sort of thing that makes you not ever want to go outside again. Completely understandable. Oh. I think because I'm just feeling just slightly weird, and I think it's mostly tiredness from the two late nights. So I need to sleep tonight. I think sleepy sleeps, and then it might be better. The excitement of Monday morning work. Oh, okay. And more stress, Abigail, looking after the kitten all weekend. Very stressful. Stressful weekend. Not good. And I thought we had some good news. I was telling everyone else, Abigail, before you got here, I thought we had some good news this weekend. And Kirsten told us that there was that huge special on Starwood Nova, but it appears to be very localized because I went to a couple of Coles Liquorlands and they didn't have it on special, which is disappointing. But these things are sent to try us. I know I have actually gotten random specials in a specific Liquorland, and it's not like an advertised special on the website or on the stores. It's just like that store's got some stuff that the manager decides they're getting rid of, and like, you know, marks it down 30% or something. So yeah, that's definitely a thing that happens. Abigail, I don't think there was a reply from Kirsten with any more information, but I am quite confident it was a very localized thing, that it was just someone in that one store who decided to knock $30 off the Nova price. The twofold special is a universal one, but sadly, the Nova one, which is their upmarket single malt, which is quite nice. I'm not sure if I have any of it. I have a few. Star Wars. Yeah. I need to make something with whiskey while we're talking about whiskey. Oh, that's right. Ginger beer cask. And dessert wine cask. And Fortis. And Mesquite Smoke Small Batch. Oh, goodness gracious me. I should do something with white rum. Shieldsy, how you doing, buddy? Look, cold in the country. Yeah, we're getting this. Like, it was quite, like, and I mean quite nice weather in the afternoon here, like up 20 Celsius. Mrs. Angry and I went for a walk. Very, very, very nice. Trying to, I bought some stuff on special, and it's probably arriving in the next day or two. What did I actually get? I did get white rum. Okay. I should make a drink with white rum to try and finish my white rum, because I'm getting new white rum because it was on really good special. White rum. How many times can I say white rum? That sounds good. Sorry, I just had a list of Benedictine cocktails. One called a honeymoon. Got Benedictine, Calvados, Applejack. I'll use Applejack. Triple sec, lemon juice, pasteurized egg white. I think I want that. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Might make that. Ugh. Abigail, oh yeah, don't worry about not lasting tonight. Just chill for a while. Chill, you know, just listen. If the last thing you need to feel is any sort of pressure to survive through the stream after the stressful weekend. If it helps to just be sitting and chilling and listening, do that. Oh God, Shieldsy, you're still having battles in your front yard, trying to clean a safe path to your front gate. My God, the perils of your front yard. I don't know, man. Yep. What the fuck is that popping up? What the fuck was that? fucking news thing just popped up that I didn't ask for. Don't know what that was. Anywho, oof. My motivation levels are really low. There's just this sort of tiredness thing sleeping in. I did a few distractions. I was doing laundry and watch and stuff. I started watching that Zack Snyder Netflix movie, Army of the Dead. Got about halfway through it. I realized I had to pause for lunch. And then Mrs. Angry wanted to watch all the Eurovision that she'd been recording. So I said, go for it. So I don't know, watch the second half of Army of the Dead maybe tomorrow. It's not bad. It's not exceptional. Like literally halfway, it's an over 2-hour movie because Zack Snyder doesn't know how to make short movies. Yeah, it was okay. He's trying to do something different with zombies. So I'll be interested to see what happens in the second half. Always like it when someone tries to do something a bit different with zombies. Okay, so you watched it, Abigail. You liked it. So it was a good first half. I think I'll always remember it as the movie that after it was finished, they found out one of the actors had been sexually assaulting women, and they were, oh, fuck that. We're not having him in our fucking movie. And so they reshot stuff with Tig Notaro and digitally inserted her into the movie to replace this guy, which is legendary on another level, on a number of levels. One, it's just a good and appropriate thing to do to say, like, hey, we're not gonna raise this guy's profile. He's a piece of shit. And second, it's Tig Notaro. She's cool. Oh God, Shields, you need a bobcat. Rain and clay soil. Oh, make a crap yard. God damn. Chris is just drinking orange flavored sparkling water. This is orange mango lemon flavored sparkling water. I sparkled the water myself. One of my not all my lockdown purchases were booze. This carbonator machine, but this is a special one because I don't know if anyone has any experience with soda streams, but if you put anything but plain water in a soda stream, when you take the bottle out of being carbonated, shit will go everywhere. So all you can do on a soda stream is just plain water, and then you have to add flavors to it afterwards. This one, because it comes with a special lid that's got like a valve pressure release, you can put whatever you want in the carbonator, and you can just gently release the pressure and it won't go anywhere. So yes, Megalitch, you asked, can you do it with booze? Yes, I was about to say I have not, but I did actually do it with a cocktail. Funny thing, there are these guys who I like on YouTube, the Whiskey Tribe. They did it with whiskeys. They had one of these carbonators where you could do it, and they did it with whiskeys. And they said, that's really dangerous because psychologically, the bubbles on your tongue make you think this is just a fizzy drink or something. And they were drinking straight whiskey that had been carbonated and enjoying it, but it's going like, oh no, this is doing something to me psychologically. I don't think this is straight whiskey, and I just want to drink it like it's a Coke. So that's apparently dangerous to do that. I made it was a clarified Cuba Libre, which is basically rum and Coke with lime in it. And it's based on the idea that if you pour Coke into milk. It will do the separation. It will clarify, and the Coke will go clear, but it also decarbonates it. So I made clarified Cuba Libre that way, and then put it in here and recarbonated it. So success. Luke, I don't know how long I've never been scientific. I'd suggest looking at their website to say what they. Look, we're on the internet. Why don't I do it now? How long does soda stream gas last? That auto completed. 4 to 8 weeks. Makes up to 60 liters. I don't think it lasts. Maybe I'm putting too much gas in. Don't think it lasts for 60 liters for me. In fact, I'd say definitely not. I'd say they're exaggerating by about 100%. And is I think a Q&A thing, more like 40 liters. I carbonate 2 450ml bottles a day, and that usually lasts 3 weeks. These people are saying 2 to 3 months. So your mileage may vary, is what we're saying. Yeah, see, that's me, Abigail. I think I might be fizzing it up too much because I like it that way. But, you know. So it is what it is. Got this mark on my nose. I'm going to have to wear the Band-Aid on it again. Ugh, so annoying. I've never had this problem before. Look out if I need to adjust these little nose pads some more. I don't want to break them. That would suck if I broke them. My new glasses. Oh. Oh, okay, sorry. I just want to look something up I saw online the other day and see if it's true. So, this is about Cheers. Went from 1982 to 1993. 11 seasons, very successful. 82. Full cast. I want to know the age of certain cast members. Okay, John Ratzenberger. He was one of the loser ones. When was John Ratzenberger born? 1947. Christ, so he was 35. Again, Blind Boy, who I follow, put a thing on social media saying the two characters in Cheers who are like the hopeless, drunk old failures at the bar were actually only mid-30s. It's like they're you're supposed to look at them like they're broken down losers, and when the series started, they were only mid-30s. So when it finished, they were mid-40s. And it's like, that is a disturbing fact to say two guys who were cast as broken down drunk losers were only mid-30s. That's fucking terrifying. These days, that's young. You're the young person, because just the way things have changed, it's like, because you're probably don't have a fucking house if you're 30, 35, because how fucked the market is. So you're probably still living this young. But that was the thing in the early 80s is like mid 30s was broken down loser. Like, fucking hell. That's horrifying. That is absolutely horrifying. So, yeah, that was a weird, eye-opening thing to see that the broken down losers were only mid-30s. It was like, oh, no, that's just kind of wrong. You know, mid-30s, the world's still your oyster. You're young. Anything could happen. Is it coming out yet? A little bit of water dripping. I think it's pretty sure it's all frozen. I don't think the big one's all frozen yet. Let it freeze overnight. Lots of sexy clear ice for me. That's what I'm saying. What's that? 8:30. All right. Besides Eurovision, is anything happening in the world? Ooh, this is interesting. Victorian commuters face fines for refusing to wear a mask on public transport in compliance crackdown. Could be fined $200 as part of a 2-week police crackdown. So police will be deployed to train stations in peak hour. So they're going to offer free masks. If someone sort of rushes to get on public transport and doesn't have a mask, they'll be offered a free one. And if they refuse to wear one, they'll be fined $200. That's interesting. I didn't know that was happening. I like it, Chris. Yeah. Chris 39, Salimi 20. Sorry, Chris 32, Salimi 29. Global trauma after trauma. It is very exhausting. Feels like you've been through a lot. And they're projecting the Canada-US border to open this summer. God damn. Oh, we are going to, I think our hubris of thinking we've got control of this pandemic is going to bite us in the ass. I hope not, but I'm really waiting for it. Oh. Sorry, there's another headline. The man behind Australia's private sperm donor boom. It's like this guy just sitting there was like, yep, I've been jacking off non-stop. It's all me. Damn. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Believers in QAnon, how they crawled out of the rabbit hole. So what's this? Early in 2018, someone asked Q to say to get Trump to say tip top, tippy top. And he did it. So, okay. Okay, this guy, it's bizarre how easily this guy worked out QAnon was nuts. It's just like, oh, this is something that Trump always says. That's weird. That I don't even understand how that tipped him off. 19-year-old knew it was time to break up with Q when she realized none of their predictions had come to pass. I knew a lot had come true, but I didn't realize how many had not come true. I was quite embarrassed. Doesn't work for a lot of people. The absolute failure of any of the Q conspiracy shit to be real doesn't affect people at all. So, Chris, your vaccinations near herd immunity in Northwest US and Canada. Yes. Nice. Yeah, wearing a mask on public transport is just a reasonably good idea, whether it's mandated or not, just because of the closed quarters. But yeah, I just worry. It's not so much, okay, like UK and a lot of European countries and North America are probably going to be really big, masses of people vaccinated. But I don't think it's going to account for travelers and mutations, basically vaccine-resistant mutations. I hope nothing goes wrong, but I very much worry about something going wrong. Yeah, Shieldsy, Trump was apparently going to save the USA. I have fucking loved him being out of the public eye. It's just the stress levels are so much lower. Chris, you could be right. Trump could come back. Hard to be sure. The Republican Party are still reprehensible pieces of shit who revere him. Oh my god! Oh god! I need a cocktail shaker. There's a cocktail shaker. Right. This. Use this one. And this one. And I think I'll use this ice. Why not? Make this ice do double duty. Where's my cocktail spoon? Spoon. Whatevs. There we go. Most of that went in the glass. Well, yeah, Shieldsy, maybe Trump will end up in jail. He is facing criminal investigation, and he is a criminal, so, anything could happen. Right, so this drink I was going to make that I like the sound of, the honeymoon. Benedictine and Applejack. Applejack, Benedictine. Yep, that's ice I dropped on the floor and I'm stomping on. Orange liqueur. Lemon juice. And foamer. Is that my foamer? Wonderful. I'm going to put a teeny bit of sugar syrup in here. Because my curacao is very dry. Get all this happening. All of this is happening. Wait, I need my jigger. It's over here. I wanted some lemon juice, didn't I? She want lemon. Right. You bloody well right. 22.5 mils of Benedictine, 3/4 of an ounce. Matt, have I seen? Oh no. He's done something about fighting with him 2 years ago. Well, he's a sad, obsessed little boy, and I hope he finds some meaning in his life at some point, so he can fucking leave me out of it. So if you think jig is the word of lockdown, yep, quite possibly. Okay, Applejack. I found out where that comes from, the term Applejack. These days, this is just, it's basically distilled apple cider. But applejacking, or just fruit jacking, an alcoholic cider, like, or, you know, something similar, it was left outside to freeze, and the alcohol is the last thing to freeze. So the last bit of liquid when the cider is freezing is higher alcohol content. So they, you know, like drill a hole in the frozen thing and drain out this, and then you'd have this high octane apple cider, which was called Applejack. And these days, that method's illegal, I think, because you can't tell how much alcohol's in it. So, but Applejack is basically distilled apple juice cider. I was thinking, oh, little bit of orange liqueur. A little bit of orange liqueur. About that much. I'm going to do a little bit of sugar syrup. Just a little bit. It's probably enough. Teeny bit of sugar. And finally, some lemon juice. And Wonder Foam to make it foamy. Because foamy is good. About that much Wonder Foam. Just realized I didn't get my glass ready, but that's okay. Just going to shake this. Oh, I don't think I sealed that properly. God, it's cold. My hands aren't working. I'll get a glass. This one. Cup glass coupe. Stealth tube. Okay. Oh, drink is nice and foamy. I like foamy drink. Sugar it some more. I left it sit there for a while. That's okay. I don't care. I don't care. It's all right. Oh my God, Matt is saying he was crying on the video. That's a bit sad. Ooh, Abigail discovered a Tasmanian distillery that makes this apple spirit. Yes, Abigail, I think that's why freeze distillation is illegal, because it's too dangerous. As you point out, can't separate methanol from ethanol unless you also freeze the ethanol. I think it was a very haphazard way of doing it and is not legal now. It's not bad. It was not bad. I think I had high hopes for it for some reason. I just like the sound of it. And it's just kind of average. Shieldsy, will I smash the glass? No, not me. I would never do that. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just went and checked. This guy is so fucked up. Oh. Say la vie. Okay. I know, Matt. The obsession is quite scary. Sorry, I just went and looked, and it's just fucked. Oh, it's embarrassing. Okay. Sad little boy. Oh, unfortunately, I cannot control the reactions of other people or the sad fucking collapse of their lives. It's oof. It's not good though. It's not great to see. It's like, oh my god. It's just so fucking stunned by people sometimes. Like, just what the actual fuck is going on? My god. What's this? A white lady is gin and triple sec lemon juice and sugar syrup. Yeah, because I'm having one drink, I'm just thinking of having another one. But maybe not. Who knows? 9 o'clock, we'll see. It's a funny old world we live in, and a lot of it doesn't make sense. Yeah, big fucking question, Matt. What did I do to make him like that? I think he was just like that. Chris, off to bed. Thanks for dropping in, man. He made an account pretending to be you. Sorry, that's just too funny. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I thought I recognized that cadence. Oh dear, it's fucking sad. It is so fucking sad. Ah dear. It is so fucking surreal. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. very strange. Yeah, I was going to. It's this weird thing. YouTube makes it bizarrely hard to do that. Wait. Ah. Ugh. I'm just trying to work out why YouTube is making things so hard for me at the moment. Absolute fucking dorks. YouTube, such dorks. So I'm just checking a message. Okay. I swear, I don't know. To do with the fact I'm old and easily confused. Matt, a few minutes is the answer. Christ, he's pathetic. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Ugh, what a fucking loser. It's just embarrassing. Ice is making weird noises. No, something's making weird noises. What is it? Oh! It's this ice is making weird noises, I think. Yes. Yes, it is. I could just hear, you wouldn't have heard it. I was just hearing weird noises. And it's this ice was making weird noises as it comes out. Yes, Matt, the word you. It's actually not surprising. Some gross ASMR slurping. Ah, man, that's impurities. It's the thing that looks like lightning in here. Not sure if you can see it. Not sure if you can see. There's a thing that goes up the middle of the ice. Kind of looks like lightning. The impurities sort of went up there. That's a bit annoying. I need to cut this off. As the actress said to the bishop, let me just try and do that. All right. Gotta cut off the ice. Really very poor form, me disappearing off the stream, but you should see me in the reflection of it. Alright, I'm gonna make this nice. Oops, dropped a bit of ice. Fortunately, it was the polluted bit of ice, which I would have used in a drink, but I won't. Now I've just got to put that in the freezer. All right. So, put this in the freezer. I'll try the big one tomorrow. Saying, move these out of the way so I don't knock them over. Ah, goodness me. It's a weird, weird world. That is really weird, Matt. You thought you'd clicked on an old stream and was seeing your old comments, but it's like, I don't know, things like that. Yeah. Sad boy has a particular way of writing. Very, very, very sad. Oh my God. That's fucking pathetic. It's just, I don't know if he wants me to be angry or upset or something. It's just embarrassing. I look at it and go like, what the fuck? How is it possible for someone to be this obsessed? It's just like stupid as fuck. It's so fucking stupid. It's kind of like, it's absolutely legitimate for people to not like what I do on YouTube or the internet generally, not like me personally or those things. But, the best way to deal with not liking me is to just move the fuck on. This is fucking weird. Anyway, so what actual things are happening in the world? There was the $200 fines. People being repatriated from India. Thousands flee after a volcano erupts in the Democratic Republic of Congo. That's bad. Wow, lava reaches airport as residents flee. That is pretty bad. 21 dead from extreme weather in China cross-country race. Okay, that's fucking surreal. They're doing cross-country marathon and extreme weather killed 21 runners. Exercise is bad, kids, okay? I'm just saying, if those people had stayed at home, sitting on the lounge, eating chips, they wouldn't be dead. But they went out and exercised, and now they're dead. So, Matt, Robert Moog invented the Moog Synthesizer. All modern electronic music essentially stems from his invention of the synthesizer. So, very influential man. And yes, it would be his birthday if he wasn't already dead. All right, I just got an update message from Kirsten that definitely some Liquorlands are selling the Starwood Nova really cheap. Not the ones I went to, and I don't know which other ones I could get to even. Yes, absolutely, Matt. 80s wouldn't have been the same with that synth. Well, it started to get popular in the 70s, like a lot of the prog rock bands used the synths and whatnot. Luke, with the mice plague, that's a big scare story in the media that it might reach Sydney. But there's no way of knowing whether it will or not. But the mice plague, particularly in New South Wales, does look really bad. Oh, for fuck's sake. every Aussie will have Pfizer access by Christmas. It's just like every single fucking statement Scummo has said about vaccines has been bullshit. Something will happen to make this one bullshit as well. So, then we might have full immunization by the end of the year. Might, then again, might not. Thousands of investors are planning to offload apartments in Sydney and Melbourne, which is great for people who actually want to live in them. Landlords with rental apartments in Sydney and Melbourne's central business districts are expected to be a major part of the exodus. So, if you've ever wanted to live in a city apartment, it might be your time. Matt, the mice are apparently just all over rural New South Wales. Some parts are worse than others. And as for reaching Sydney, there's no evidence to suggest that it's going to spread, but it could, Oh, nice. I didn't know that, Raiders. The Aussie car channel on YouTube, Mighty Car Mods. The host has the nickname Moog. He's also a musical engineer. Nice. And you notice I'm being a wanker because I heard once, even though the name looks like Moog, he actually pronounced it Moog. So a little bit of trivia that the synth creator's name is actually pronounced Moog. So there you go. God, people being charged with murder. Blood clot facts unmasked to beat COVID Jap boogeyman. In 7 days, cryptocurrency lost more than 1.2 trillion. Here's why. Oh, and someone else was thinking, I sold all my cryptocurrency and you should too. Endless growth is not sustainable. A crypto crash wiped out 1 trillion this week. Push to regulate cryptocurrency as market is described as explosion of risk. So what's the person saying who sold their crypto? So, oh yeah, someone just trying to say that cryptocurrency is dodgy as fuck. Yeah, I mean, yes. For anyone who doesn't know, cryptocurrency is dodgy as fuck. It's very high risk, and there's much higher risk than average of fraud and gaming it. Apparently, everyone got into Snapchat during the pandemic. Everyone wanted to send dick pics during the pandemic. I don't know. That's all that. That's all that happens on Snapchat, isn't it? I don't know Snapchat at all. Oh dear. Christ, the fucking Murdoch media can't fucking let up on Harry and Meghan. Like, I don't fucking care. Country practice star Lorraine Desmond has died, aged 91. Bit of a legend of Australian TV. Oh, we're getting a super blood moon, aka a lunar eclipse in Australia this week. Is it today? Is it today? Is it now? Should I run outside now? Uh, so where are we? Okay, so North Central South America get a good lunar eclipse. Chunks of Australia get one as well. So, okay, I've already missed it. No, wait. 9, 11. Now, literally now. Now. Apparently, like right now. I don't want to rush out because it'll just be disappointing. I just go like, right now. Literally right now. Oh, no, it's the 26th. I thought it was today. No, 3 days. In 3 days, the 26th. I thought it was now. I just looked and it was like 9/11. It's 9/11 now. Oh my God. But no, 9/11 in 3 days. All right. So you're going to remember that in 3 days. 26th. It was interesting, Salumi, saying Harry talking about trauma and therapy. He gets EMDR, which is a treatment that Mrs. Angry does in her professional work. So there's that. China's Mars rovers going around the place. New coronavirus strain found in dogs can make its way to humans. And yet this one says there's this variant that passed from humans to dogs. Who's at fault? One outlet's blaming dogs and one's blaming humans. US is investigating rare heart issues after teens and young adults receive COVID vaccines. Well, what the heck is that? They've experienced heart inflammation. Want further study. Saying some young adults, predominantly males, developed myocarditis, inflammation of the heart muscle. Condition often goes away without complications, can be caused by a variety of viruses. Monitoring is not found more cases than would be expected in the population. But because some people reported it after vaccination, they're investigating anyway. And the UK thinks the Pfizer vaccine is effective against the India variant. Who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So there wasn't actually a lot of news there. Abigail, you started listening to Behind the Bastards. If you've literally just started, I think you have hundreds to choose from. Done such a huge number of those podcasts. Shieldsy saying all the people buying homes in Queensland have moved from down south. Be driving up the property prices. Yep, well, like I said, now's the time to make a move on a city apartment. If you've ever wanted to live in a city apartment in Sydney or Melbourne, it's a pretty good time right now. So if that's your thing, it's not my thing, but That's it's just the way it goes. All righty-roo. I'm just looking. Do I really want to do another drink? Probably not. Oh yes, I wouldn't have expected you to start Abigail, but I just mean just jumping around. Just like if you see titles of episodes that look interesting, you've got a huge number to choose from. Oh god, I was just trying to supposed to make a flower cocktail. That's right. Okay, I'm actually going. I don't think I made it last night. I don't actually remember because I had several drinks last night. Don't remember everything that I had. I don't think I tried this cane flour recipe. I'm going to try it. Okay, I'm just going to put these back. It's in the cane flour. Aperol. Elderflower. Okay, so put this here. Put this here. Aperol. And elderflower. Almost out of elderflower, actually. Put this Benedictine back. Cachaça. How much cachaça do I have left? Eat. I make this with cachaça. Right, might just reuse this glass. Just going to rinse it. We didn't start the fire yet. All right. Cachaça, Aperol. This is a stir drink. Okay. A stir drink. Right. Stirring, ahoy. Some ice. Ice, baby. You know what? I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to crack any more ice. That's enough. That's enough. Governor. That's enough, governor. Okay, so cachaça. Cachaça. Aperol. Be careful. Aperol. Be a nice light pink drink, this one. And just a little bit of elderflower. Elderflower. Don't know why I said that twice, but I did. All right. This should be quite light drink. Now you get a little bit of ASMR again. Not driving up prices, buying all the cheap houses in southeast Queensland, camping out at estate land release Sold out like an AC/DC concert. That's a good metaphor. Sold out like an AC/DC concert. It's interesting. All right. Put my strainer. I had a strainer here. Annette, she just looked at that guy's channel. He's going after Grasshopper Abigail. Oh, he's Annette. He's just sad and desperate. Just a very sad, desperate, troubled little boy. Don't want to give him attention. Basically, he's just a little pile of festering garbage. So look at this. This is a very pretty color. It's a smaller capacity glass than this, but it's pretty nice. That is pretty good. It's just got a little bit of bitterness from the Aperol. The cachaça, which is kind of rum. It's like related to rum. Made from sugarcane juice rather than molasses, and molasses is just boiled down sugarcane juice. People often say that has more grassy tones. Quite nice. Like, it's quite sweet, even without any sugar syrup. I mean, because elderflower liqueur is sweet. I'll try this again another night with rum, see how different it is with rum and cachaça. Who knows? Might have someone over for a cocktail night to do comparisons, like you did with Abigail the other week. It's always fun to have someone and to do comparisons and see what's what. This is a little bit of mint in there, which is not good. But yeah, I think it must be. I think it's getting near the end of the Mrs. Angry's watching the Eurovision vote counting in the next room, I think. Oh, speaking of that, just reminded there was a house auction in my neighborhood today. It was a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom house. I think it was on two levels. I think it's been like renovated, like, it's pretty swish house. It's like 2.5 million. And like, damn, I live in an expensive neighborhood. This would explain why I'm renting rather than owning a house here. Abigail, you have to crash. You survived an hour and a half. You've done really well. So take care of yourself. And I hope you have a few more spoons at your disposal tomorrow. Oh my God. I hope you get some decent rest, and tomorrow's a bit easier to manage. And I'll just marvel in the fact that I live in a neighborhood where houses sell for $2.5 million. So it's not a small house. It's not a rundown house, but it's not a huge house. And I don't think someone's bought it to knock it down and build a townhouse, although you can never be sure, because that happens shit heaps. Ever since I've moved in here 4 years ago, it's been constant of houses being demolished and then usually 2 townhouses built on the location. Slimming, anxiety's bad. So tomorrow, taking mental health day. That sounds like a good idea. Taking yourself a mental health day. Very wise move, I think. Super highly alert. Oh yeah, if you're always on alert, that exhausts you. I get it. I'm only tired because I had 2 late nights, so I think I get a normal night's sleep tonight. I'll be fine. Geez, I don't want to. I don't want to go too much with the recommending people drink alcohol, but I felt a bit funny at the start of this stream, and now I've had 2 cocktails, and I feel better. So it's gonna send me off to sleep. This one's quite nice. It's very light, a little bit sweet, and it's got a little bit of bitterness. So there's a bit of complexity on there, which I always like in a cocktail. Right? Can I taste the cachaça? It's quite nice. Just a little bit of bitterness from the Aperol, like not grossness. Megalich, you don't think that was Annette? Oh, sorry. Right. No, I fucking get you. Sorry. Thanks, Megalich. No. Okay. I'm having real trouble with YouTube and not being able to see what channel comments come from. And I used to be able to do that. And I can't at the moment. And I don't know why YouTube's making this hard for me. It's really fucking annoying, though. I mean, that's not saying much. Yeah, I actually suspect you're correct, Megalich. So I'm just giving. That's thinking music. I'm having thinking music. It's absolutely ridiculous. Why do they make this so hard? Okay, no, that is Nettie. I was about to say, send me a message on Facebook, Nettie. So, but yes, actually, I would. Thanks, Annette. That's really Nettie. Now he's got us paranoid now. Sorry, that's just kind of funny. That's just kind of funny. No, Nettie, the dude's already done it tonight. Did it, and I think it's no coincidence he singled out Metal Maniac Matt, because Matt's the one who outed him. So fucking sad. So fucking sad. Yeah. Weird AF. Ooh, salumi. Making a pineapple crumble. But you're still your non-binary pansexual shit so shelf. Ooh, pineapple crumble sounds good. Mrs. Angry made this super yummy mushroom soup today, and also one of the Optifast treats have come up with soup crackers. I think I've explained soup crackers before. Mainly in the Optifast meal replacement stuff, they give you a few options. There's bars, shakes, desserts, and soups. Now, Mrs. Angry tried the soups and said they were pretty shitty. But then she was on a Facebook group and found that some people recommending with this soup powder, you turn it into a paste and spread it really thin on baking paper, and you bake it at a low temperature in the oven, and it eventually dries out, and you can cut it up. So you've got all these you've got soup crackers. So it's like a dad joke. Like I find it, I still make jokes like I get all my soup crackers and put them in a bowl and go, look, I'm having a bowl of soup for dinner. So these little crackers. And it's weird because the soup is crap, but the soup crackers are quite tasty. So I had soup crackers for dinner tonight. They're quite yummy. Yes, Annette, you're right. And that's one of the goals of trolling, is to make people paranoid. You don't know what's real and what's not. Oh yeah, anonymous WikiLeaks people get super fucking paranoid all the time. Kind of rightly so, because they are actually under surveillance and there are bad actors trying to fuck with them. I think that's what sent Julian Assange off the deep end. The combination of having a large number of people treating him like a god, and then having a number of governments who clearly would not be averse to killing him. I think he ended up with this weird combination of a messiah complex and a persecution complex, which turned him into the piece of shit he is today. And he is a piece of shit. He is fucking garbage. But I think it may have, there's to a degree, I think circumstance may have fucking fucked with his head to the extent that went off the deep. Kind of like Richard Dawkins. The constant death threats and abuse and whatnot, I think, have made Richard Dawkins really fucked now. I was at one point quite a supporter of Dawkins, but not now, because he's a fucking piece of shit. But I think probably the constant the constant death threats, the constant paranoia, just sent Richard Dawkins off the deep end. But yeah. Raiders, I like that. Without recording my stream to upload, what's he going to do? Chase imaginary UFOs? Probably, quite possibly. It's all a bit much, isn't it? In it though. But yeah, massive public attention on you is not good. That, like, no celebrity, no politician, none of them are normal people. They're just not, because they don't live in the same world as us. They live in a really fucking weird world. Huge amounts of public scrutiny, whether positive or negative, fuck people up, basically. It's extremely hard to survive the massive public scrutiny that public figures get without getting super fucked up. And they're all fucked up. It's a sliding scale, but celebrities, public figures, they are not like you and me. They have, and it's not entirely their fault. They have all these weird fucking pressures on them. It's not possible for them to be like you and me. So in that bizarre, extraordinary, toxic environment, yes, solitary, confinement, autism. Don't think he had a hope, hanging on to good mental health. Yeah. Oh, Raiders. Well, see, Tony Abbott's just a piece of shit. Yeah, and he's obsessed with attention and whatnot. So yeah, and Abbott's just a piece of shit. Sorry, I don't know why I laughed at that about Princess Diana. Yeah, she was paranoid. Diana had quite significant mental health challenges. And yeah, then that Bashir fuckwit told her there was a plan to assassinate her too. Um, yeah, and that intolerable scrutiny and destroying any semblance of a normal life drove her to make a succession of bad decisions and through sheer bad luck to die. Matt, what are you volunteering as, to be a celebrity? I don't think you'd like it, man. I know we're taught to crave celebrity and fame and whatnot, but you have to fucking give up any concept of a normal life if you're going to be a celebrity, because it's fucked. Sorry, I just keep hearing Mrs. Angry laughing in the next room. She's watching the Eurovision results, so I don't know what's making her laugh. I'll have to find out later what was so funny about the Eurovision results. More laughter coming from the next room. Raiders, you love privacy, protected at all costs. Makes sense. And again, this is interesting. Again, I'm always referring to the same one or two podcasts, but Blind Boy, the Italian, yes, he's Italian. No, he's Irish. Blind Boy, the Irish comedian that I like from the Rubber Bandits. The Rubber Bandits had this thing where they wore plastic shopping bags on their head. They molded plastic shopping bags to their heads. Blind Boy and Mr. Chrome, and so it's relatively easy to find out Blind Boy's real name and whatnot online. But because he does all the public appearances wearing a plastic bag on his head, he said he actually knows. He's one of the few people who knows both what it's like to be anonymous and what it's like to be famous. If he goes into a public place, a big venue, wearing the plastic bag, it's like, oh, it's Blind Boy, he's Blind Boy, he gets treated like a celebrity. But if he goes into the same venue without the mask on, the bag on, he would be unrecognized. And he said, so I know both. I know what it's like to walk into a room and be famous, and walk into a room and be anonymous. And I will take anonymous any fucking day of the week, because the idea of always being famous everywhere you go is fucking nightmarish. Oh, Matt, you had paused the stream. You were 20 minutes behind. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Yes. Been there, done that. I have to admit, not realizing you've paused a stream and thing. Things like Gua, yeah, of course, because Gua wore all that gear, so no one actually knew what. I mean, even okay. And here's a fun contemporary one. Oh God, now I've bloody forgotten her name. The cam girl who sold her bathwater. I'm totally blanking. I'm halfway to getting her name. But she's got like millions of thirsty boys around the world following her. Belle Delphine, thanks, Raiders. Yes. And Mega Leach got there too. Oh, Matt, you were volunteering for cocktail night. Do you live in Melbourne? Yeah. Okay, the thing I was going to bring up, why am I bringing up Belle Delphine when I say anonymous? She's really famous. Now, you look at how heavy and stylized the makeup she wears is. If you ran into her on the street and she wasn't wearing that stylized makeup, you would not recognize her. So she's been doing the camming and the porn and the whatnot and the assumed name. And if she stops doing it, she can just stop doing it. And no one will ever recognize it. Like, yes, obsessive types on the internet will find out her real name and dox her and all that shit. But that's really only a fringe thing. Um, and yeah, that's just a fringe thing. But because all her internet presence uh, is her appearance is very stylized. If she just goes out in public, not wearing the wig and not wearing the makeup, no one will recognize her. Ready saying Sia tried it too, which is bloody weird. Yeah, Sia's got some issues. Well, actually, I mean that both in a non-judgmental way, in that she has that anxiety that makes her sort of not want to see all the people staring at her. But then she did that really fucked up movie where she basically shat all over autistic people. Oh, Matt, you're in the Southeast. Okay. We should catch up for a drink. We should absolutely catch up for a drink. That would be fucking cool. Um, uh, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, exactly. See her in the bin. She's a douchebag. Yeah, and she had her own issues with anxiety and whatnot, and I want to go out, but she seems to have just absolutely fucked up with this ridiculous movie she's made where she's shitting all over autistic people. And I had this completely wrong idea that Sia was actually early 20s and she's actually late 30s. I see this. I don't follow these trends with you young people. I thought Sia was really young and she's like late 30s. She should fucking know better, quite honestly. But yeah, that's a weirdie. Sia. I still like Chandelier. I like that as a song. But yeah, no, she's a bit of a unit. Raiders, you were thinking of Tones and I went from busking Byron to Tonight shows in the States. Huge. Yeah, yeah. I hope Tones has a real good support network. Love her music. I think Tones does great music. Really enjoy it. And that, because like she had the most streamed song of the year, I think, very close to it in the entire fucking world. Um, so yeah, I really hope that she has a good support network, because love her work. So I'd love her to keep working for years. So you were never really into Sia. She went to Adelaide High School. Okay, with an acquaintance's cousin. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of these. Who's the other one who got a huge amount of attention? Tash Sultana. They're a fucking legend. The stuff that like they did in their lounge room, with the loop recordings and whatnot, so they're doing everything. And that went global as well. I think it's Tash Sultana I'm thinking of. I mean, I'm old. I forget things. Yeah, it was. It was Tash Sultana I was thinking of. They do great stuff. And yeah, it's kind of like, and this is, I'm probably influenced by Triple J, but there was a last couple of years, a lot of what I've been listening to is young Australian or Australasian female or non-binary performers. Other ones who spring to mind, Thelma Plum and Montaigne and Amy Shark, just a couple. Fucking great. Shieldsy, I was never really into Lady Gaga. I don't hate Lady Gaga, but I was never particularly into her stuff. Like, I couldn't hum along to a single Lady Gaga song. I don't really know her stuff. But it's the way it is. So I just have this real urge to do a little taste comparison because I've got to decide if I want to make this cocktail for my channel with cachaça with a flor de cana. Why not? I'm just gonna do a tiny bit, not enough to be drunk. Just a tiny taste test. Haven't done this side by side for a while. Annette, you're a Lady Gaga fan? Sia loves Lady Gaga when she started to have control. Early stuff was not her choice. So that's the thing. I don't really know anything about Lady Gaga. Stuff I've seen about her as a person and a performer is like, well, that seems pretty cool. But I don't know her music at all. Just having the tiniest taste comparison between these two. Flor de Cana, 7-year-old rum, and cachaça. Brazil versus the Caribbean. I think Flor de Cana is Caribbean. Traditional, artisanal, imported rum. Nicaragua. It's a Nicaraguan rum. Okay, I was wrong. So these are actually both from the South American continent. Flor de Cana is a Nicaraguan rum, and its cachaça is Brazilian. Yeah, cachaça has to be Brazilian. I think it's kind of like Scotch has to be from Scotland. Raiders, you enjoyed A Star Is Born. Oh, nice. Ooh, see Lumi's pineapple crumbles in the oven. Funny, and I think I've mentioned this before about that recent remake of A Star Is Born. I didn't even know the remake was being made, and I was at the movies with Mrs. Angry one date night, and the trailer for it starts playing, and they haven't said what it is, and Bradley Cooper's up there, and I thought, well, Bradley Cooper seems to be doing a Chris Christopherson impression there. And then it plays out, and it's a remake of A Star Is Born. And of course, the last version was from the 70s with Chris Christopherson. I went, wow, I kind of feel psychic that I went Chris Christopherson. Bradley Cooper's doing a Chris Christopherson thing. So you like the remake, Salumi? I don't think I've seen any of them. Not the Barbara Streisand, Chris Christopherson one, not the Judy Garland one. I haven't seen the Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper one either. Oh man, that smells nice. Hi, Esther. So the cachaça smells sweeter than the rum. Now I know the special word. It smells a bit like nail polish remover, but nice. And Kirsten told me you say that's high ester. So there you go. Might do the cachaça first because I think it's lighter. Okay. That's not bad straight. Okay, the rum's a much bolder flavor. Oof. Speaking of musical remakes, the incredibly unnecessary remake of West Side Story is coming out later this year. And I saw the first trailer for it. And it's interesting because I've seen this a lot with recent musical movies. The trailer goes to some trouble to not make it obvious the movie is a musical. It's like the last one that was any sort of a hit, La La Land. The trailer for that went to quite some trouble to not show that the movie was a musical. And yeah, I found it kind of weird. The first trailer for West Side Story, which is one of the most famous musicals of the 20th century, There's a remake. They went to kind of a lot of trouble to not show that it was a musical. So I found that a bit odd. It's like, no, dude, everyone knows West Side Story is a musical. Why are you not showing people singing? So was that Salumi compare that to Broadway, to movie trailers that feature the singing? Yeah, well, I was just saying the trailer I saw for the upcoming movie remake had no singing in it. It's just like I said, they've gone to quite some trouble uh, to not show that it's musical. Is Dear Evan Hansen a musical, or is that you just saying these are just movies you're looking for? Heights comes out next month, and Dear Evan Hansen in September. I don't know anything about Dear Evan Hansen. Just a lot of people I know on social media were excited by the trailer, which I haven't seen. And that maybe they're pushing it as a date night movie, and they know a lot of young men won't watch a musical. Probably. Ah, okay. So Dear Evan Hansen is a musical, and they're the main song through it. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know. Trying to think, is there movies that I'm actually uh, keen this year? Being a nerd, I am. One I'm looking forward to the most is June, the movie June. Okay. What movies are coming out this year? January, May. Army of the Dead. Quiet Place Part 2, which I couldn't give a shit about. Cruella, which I couldn't give a shit about. Conjuring movie, couldn't give a shit about. Yeah, this is a Sylvester Stallone movie, couldn't give a shit. The Heights coming out mid-June, a Lin-Manuel Miranda movie. The Ryan Reynolds, Sam Jackson, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I won't see that in the cinema. It'll just be an at-home one. New Disney movie, Blue Bayou, Fast and Furious 9. Another Purge movie. Jesus. Black Widow, which I had regularly seen, like, you know, the big comic book movies in the cinema. I don't know if I can be asked going to see Black Widow in the cinema. The Space Jam movie, Jesus. A whole bunch of movies I don't give a shit about. The Suicide Squad. I kind of might go see The Suicide Squad in August in the cinema. That might be good in a big cinema. God, Free Guy is supposedly coming out in August. That's been delayed for so fucking long. Ryan Reynolds and Taika Waititi. That's another one I might go and see in a cinema. I know it's been delayed forever. Remake of Candyman. Ah, yes, another Marvel one, Shangshi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Okay, Dear Evan Hansen is end of September. The Venom sequel, again, in no rush to see that. Probably just wait for it to be available at home. Is there really an Addams Family movie with Oscar Isaac coming out? My God. And June's supposedly coming out. I am keen to see June. And the long delayed James Bond is meant to come out in October, which got another Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis in it. Good Lord. And a Jackass movie. My God. Oh God, that Ghostbusters movie that I have no fucking interest in. Another Resident Evil movie. Another Spider-Man movie in December. The King's Man in December. Matrix 4 in December. A Bob's Burgers movie, hilarious. I love Bob's Burgers. Yeah, there's very little that I feel like I definitely must go to the movies for. Yes, Annette, there is another Suicide Squad movie called The Suicide Squad. Um, so Silumi, you maybe only The Heights and Dear Evan Hansen, maybe Suicide Squad. Oh yeah, I thought Loki had already started on Disney Plus. I was really disappointed to find out it hadn't started yet. I'm really keen to see Loki on Disney Plus. And Shields, are you going to do the online release? I think mostly I am too. Um, I've been getting because I made a movie a couple of years ago when Marvel Comics said that Loki and their comics was going to be officially pansexual, and you got all the right wing fuckwits going, "Oh, social justice warriors!" And I made this video going, "Do you fuckwits just not know the Norse legends? Because Loki didn't just change gender in appearance, and didn't just change uh, 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 who he was having sex with. At one point, Loki fucked a horse. Loki turned into a female horse and fucked a male horse and bore two offspring. So uh, Loki takes pansexual and non-binary to limits that mere mortals can only imagine. And so I made this video retelling this particular Norse legend in a funny way. And it's been getting a lot of views and comments lately because I think Loki fans have been super keen for the upcoming Loki thing, and they've been searching on YouTube, and they've been finding this video of mine from a couple of years ago where I go on one of my rants of the people who are upset at Loki in Marvel being pansexual are just stupid as shit and don't actually know the Norse legends. So yeah, uh, so I've been getting some new fans because they're pansexual Loki fans, and they've found me having things. Uh, Silly, it depends which version of the story you go with, and the way I retold it as well. Okay, longish story short, Loki cut a deal with someone to build a wall around Asgard to protect them, and the guy wanted very high payment. And Loki said, "I'll do an impossible thing, like he has to finish the wall in 6 months. He'll never do that." And all the Asgardians go, "Good plan." And then the guy's got like this magic horse with him that he's hauling all this stone impossibly fast, and the guy's clearly going to make the deadline. I think he's going to take the sun and the moon or something. And the Asgardians are like super pissed off at Loki, and he going, "I'll make it work." Loki transforms into a female horse in heat and lures the guy's magic horse away. Um, so he doesn't finish the wall on time, and he goes curses. But then Loki shows up a while later with his offspring, which were the product of him fucking the horse. So Lumi suggesting that Loki wasn't completely willing in that. But point being, Loki turned into a female horse, was fucked by a male horse, and bore two offspring. So in the way I tell it, the rest of the Asgardians are just looking at Loki going, "Tell the truth, this entire thing was just a plan because you wanted to be fucked by a horse." And Loki's going, "No, no, why would you say that?" You know, it's you. We kind of think that was your plan all along. Um, so, yes. So, Salumi, there's a version you've read from Norse historians as it wasn't intentional. So, a lot of people interpret it different ways, of course. But yes, I just did an intentionally silly one where all the Asgard, in my retelling, the Asgardians started to suspect all Loki wanted all along was to be fucked by a horse. And the entire plan came out of the fact he just wanted to have sex with a horse and have babies. So yes, sad little right-wing boys who want to complain that Loki being pansexual is social justice warriors gone mad. They're just ignorant fucking dweebs who don't know the original Norse legends. They're silly boys. Anywho, made it to 10 o'clock. There were times where I wasn't sure if I was going to. So I'm going to bid you fine people farewell and good evening. I hope you keep well. Hope to see you again soon. I won't be streaming tomorrow night, but I probably will be on Tuesday night. So, Lemmy, you should definitely go check your crumble. I want a full report on how yummy it was. But I'm going to go to bed now. So, good night, all. Take care. See you later.